Are you, or is someone you love, navigating the challenges that seem to go hand in hand with getting older? The joint pain that can predict the weather, that growing list of daily medications, or just the feeling that your body isn't what it used to be. For generations, we've basically been told that this is just part of the deal. A natural decline we just have to learn to manage. But what if it doesn't have to be that way? What if we could move beyond just managing the symptoms of aging and start repairing things at their source? Today we're going to explore the groundbreaking field of regenerative medicine and look at real treatments available right now in 2025 that are already helping seniors live better. We're going to separate the realistic hope from the runaway hype and show you what is actually possible. For so many, the senior years can feel like a slow process of subtraction. We stop doing activities we once loved because of an aching knee or a sore back. We cut out foods we enjoy to manage a chronic condition. For a long time, the focus of medicine has been about managing this decline, giving you a pill for the pain, a procedure to bypass a problem, or just advice on how to live with new limitations. It's been a defensive game aimed at slowing things down. But what if we could finally go on offense? What if, instead of just managing these conditions, we could actually help the body repair the damage? This is the central promise of regenerative medicine. It's a huge shift in thinking. Instead of just masking symptoms with drugs or cutting out damaged parts with surgery, this field aims to tap into the body's original programming. Think of it like this. Your body has its own built-in repair crew, a system of cells and signals designed to heal and regenerate tissue. As we age, that crew gets a little smaller, a little slower, and a lot less effective. Regenerative medicine is all about calling in the reinforcements. It often uses a patient's own biological materials to stimulate healing, reduce inflammation, and help restore function. It's not about fighting aging itself, but about restoring health so that we can age with more strength, mobility, and vitality. So what does this actually look like right now in 2025? Let us start with one of the most common complaints of all: aching joints and a sore back. This is the daily reality that can limit independence and quality of life, but it's also where regenerative medicine is making some of its most noticeable impacts. The most widely available treatment is platelet-rich plasma, or PRP. In this procedure, a doctor draws a small amount of your own blood, uses a centrifuge to concentrate the healing platelets and growth factors, and then injects that powerful serum right into a damaged joint, like a knee or shoulder. These growth factors act like a wake-up call to your body's repair crew, signaling them to get to work reducing inflammation and helping to mend tissue. For mild to moderate osteoarthritis, clinical studies have shown that PRP can provide meaningful pain, relief, and improved function, often more effectively than placebo or other types of injections. For some, this may help delay the need for a major joint replacement surgery. For more advanced damage, researchers and some specialists are turning to the body's master builders, stem cells. One method is bone marrow concentrate, or BMC. Here, a doctor harvests a small amount of bone marrow, usually from the hip, concentrates the powerful regenerative cells within it, and injects that into the damaged area. Another source being explored is your own fat tissue. In a procedure to get adipose-derived stem cells, a doctor can isolate regenerative cells from a small amount of fat, which is a surprisingly rich source of cells that help rebuild structural tissues. It is important to know that while these cell-based therapies are being used for conditions like advanced osteoarthritis and chronic back pain, their effectiveness is still being studied, and many of these uses are considered investigational. While they hold the potential to offer significant pain relief, they are not a guaranteed fix, and they are often best explored in the hands of specialist clinics or as part of a clinical trial. If you are finding this information helpful and are starting to see a new world of possibilities for your health, please take a second to subscribe to our channel. Our goal is to empower you with the knowledge you need to live your healthiest life, and your support helps us reach more people just like you. The potential of regenerative medicine extends far beyond orthopedics. While we are still years away from, say, growing whole organs in a lab, therapies being explored in 2025 are showing promise in supporting organ function and combating systemic, age-related decline. One of the most exciting frontiers is the treatment of age-related frailty. Frailty isn't just about feeling tired. It's a clinical condition involving the loss of muscle, strength, and the ability to bounce back. It's a major reason seniors can lose their independence. Early-phase clinical trials are investigating whether intravenous infusions of mesenchymal stem cells from carefully screened donors can help. The initial results have been encouraging, with studies suggesting patients may see improvements in their walking distance and physical performance, along with a reduction in chronic inflammation. This is still very much in the research phase, but it's about making people stronger and more resilient. Progress is also being made in research for one of our most vital areas, cardiovascular health. For patients with heart failure or those recovering from a heart attack, stem cell therapies are being actively studied in clinical trials to see if they can help repair damaged heart tissue. These experimental therapies aim to find ways to reduce scar tissue and stimulate the growth of new blood vessels, offering hope for future treatments. And we're seeing glimpses of what's next on the horizon. In ophthalmology, clinical trials are testing stem cell approaches to treat age-related macular degeneration, AMD, a leading cause of vision loss. In neurology, regenerative strategies are being investigated to enhance recovery after a stroke. It's critical to understand these are largely confined to research studies and are not routine treatments, but they represent a massive leap forward in how we even think about conditions that were once considered untreatable. This all sounds incredibly promising, but let us get real about accessing these treatments in 2025. This is where we have to separate the hope from the hype. First, the practicalities. For musculoskeletal issues, most regenerative therapies like PRP and stem cell injections for joint pain are typically not covered by Medicare or standard insurance plans. They are largely an out-of-pocket expense, and it's essential to choose a reputable clinic that is transparent about both costs and realistic outcomes. Second, it's so important to have the right expectations. Regenerative medicine is not a miracle cure. These therapies tend to work best for patients with early to moderate stages of a disease, not end-stage conditions. The goal is to repair damage and restore function, and the results can vary a lot from person to person. A good doctor will help you understand what's realistically achievable for your specific situation. Finally, and maybe most importantly, these treatments are not a standalone fix. The best results happen when regenerative medicine is part of a bigger plan. This means working with physical therapists after an injection to guide how the tissue heals, coordinating with your primary doctor to manage your overall health, and making lifestyle choices that support the healing process. The whole point of this isn't for you to run out and demand a specific procedure. It's to empower you. You can now go to your doctor armed with knowledge about a new set of possibilities. You can ask informed questions like, could PRP be an option for my knee before we talk about surgery? Or, what are the non-surgical options being explored for my back pain? You can become an active partner in your own healthcare. For decades, the story of aging has been written as one of decline. But the science of 2025 is beginning to tell a new story. It's a story of repair, of restoration, and of resilience. From helping people walk with less pain to exploring ways to strengthen the body against frailty, these treatments are already changing what it means to grow older. The future of medicine isn't about fighting aging, it's about restoring health. And for seniors today, that future is just beginning to arrive. If you know someone who could benefit from this message of hope, please share this video with them. And let us know in the comments below what part of this medical revolution excites you the most. Thanks for watching.